Just, I'm just so glad that you're here, Laura, and it's just been a joy to have the last, year or so to be connected and to be a part of the Thrive program with you. And originally you came in, bright, shiny, amazing. And I feel like you've had like a pretty stellar journey. So I
Yeah.
just wanted you to share that process, whatever you feel like sharing that,
Sure.
Thrive has been for you, and any tidbits you want to share with our friends about it.
Anytime I see you, Mel, my heart just fills with joy. Like
Mm,
this journey's been so transformative for me. Um, Today I was hiking 4 miles. And when I first started the program, I was having a hard time like leaving the house,
yeah,
going on a walk. A lot of stuff going on in my mind, overthinking.
yeah,
We had just come out of the pandemic.
yep.
And so right now I'm walking every day. I'm
Mm,
doing 4 miles. I've made some friends. And in the beginning, I didn't have a lot of women friends.
yeah.
And now if I'm feeling something, I just reach out by text and I've got somebody calls me right away and they say, hey, how you doing? Don't forget,
Yeah.
how great you are. You're one text away anytime I need anything. So,
Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I think that the group of women that has come together,
mhm.
it's like when I share about the program, I share, okay, here, we have our group meetings, this is what the habits, right? Private coaching, this kind of stuff. But a huge part of the program is the women.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've created this space, like this anchoring space where it's safe to share. But if you're practical, you can just show up and listen for tips
Yeah.
and you get some really great information. But there's
Mhm.
also these women that you start watching their growth and you become invested in them.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. There's
beautiful.
a thing about seeing other people who you can, they're different than you, but yet you can relate to them. They each are like close to their goals, but like feel at a distance from their goal, like but that's all
Mhm.
their internal machinations. And you can see it for them and you're rooting for them. And
Mhm.
then you see them make steps and they're hard and you see them be unsure, but then you see them succeed many times.
Mhm.
And I think that it's just like you have that in the back of your mind. You're like, well, if she could do it, I'm going to do it too. Like I'm going to
Right.
hydrate. It's something so simple as hydration can be very complicated. Like,
Yes. And it's strange how those little tiny, it's kind of like tiny beams of light, they
mhm,
grow without you putting a lot of effort into it. So you just make this little tiny change.
mhm,
And then you get the confidence to say, well, maybe if I can do that,
yeah,
maybe if I can do this one habit every morning, like move a little,
yeah,
maybe I can do that. And so now I'm at this point where it was like we were moving, in the morning for like 5, 10 minutes.
yeah.
Now I've like put aside like an hour and a half every morning by myself. It's my sacred time. I go walking, I'm hiking, I'm loving it. So
I'm so thankful for you and so glad, and uh, just also have to thank you because in our meetings in our group, you've also offered so much love, so much wisdom to all of us, and you showed up, like you've really shown up, and I feel like that's also a key. Like if you're ready to really show up, things will happen,
yeah.
right? And you're going to give and you're going to receive, but we need you to give too, right? We
Mhm.
like need everyone to show up and be like, okay, this is my process.
And that took me a while. In the beginning, I would show up and just kind of watch
Sure.
and listen, right? And now a year later, I felt confident enough to reach out to somebody and text them and said, hey, I've been feeling blue the last 2 days,
Mm,
right away. And
that's
there's
right.
nothing like not having to be perfect all the time or
Mm,
be the one helping. And just kind of, I just put a little thing out there. They wrote right back and I
I'm
felt
so
great.
glad. I'm so glad. I'm
Yeah.
so glad. It's special,
Hmm.
and I'm really thankful for it. Um, the program idea kind of like came to me, like, you know, mystically, like it just was like, here's what you're going to do. And I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, that's a good name.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's
Right.
like, okay, I'm going to follow this template. I'm going to put it together. And it's so much more than I ever even imagined it could be, just
Mhm.
because of friends like you. So thank you.
Thank you, Mel. This has been a great journey. And thanks for letting me like email you every once in a while, like, oh my God, this
Of
happened.
course, I want it.
It's
I always say,
wonderful.
like, I'm a text away, and it's true. And thank you for continuing on. I think that's so awesome. It says everything. You know, you're like, okay, I want to continue on, and I'm glad we're so happy.
I can't wait to see like 6 months from now where
Yeah.
we're both going to be and
Yeah.
everybody in our group where they're going to be.
Yeah. Thank you for it. Just love you a lot.
I love you too.
Mwah. Thanks, Laura.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Bye.